essentially, going back, although we were founded in 2003, it dates back to my entering the industry in 1995. And through the years, and as I was, climbing the corporate ladder, I felt and I seen firsthand a level of degradation that occurred within the industry, where for the most part, the organizations that were competing in the arena felt, somewhat of a level of entitlement that they had the right to earn profits on the backs of people, which, rightfully so. An enterprise is set up to earn profits. I just felt that along the way you can earn profits while keeping people's best interests in the forefront. And I just felt throughout those years, although I excelled and I became very successful within the industry, there was something knocking at the back of my head saying, there's some things that are just not jiving, they're not right. And you can make money, but you can also look after the interests of the candidates and the clients that you're representing. There was a time, I don't know the date, but something clicked in my head that I said, I'm going to start and I'm going to do it differently. And I remember the meeting vividly. I didn't have the things that most enterprises would have, which would be literature, website, business card, etc. But what I had, which when I think back now, I had the burning desire, had the passion and the interest to fill this particular customer's vacancy and do it well. I felt that I could do a much better job than anybody else. And I really didn't need a business card. I really didn't need a brochure that was all fancy. I just needed what I had and the tools that I had at hand. Well, it's funny, it didn't take us long to achieve success. We grew like wildfire. I remember we hit our first $1 million sales volume inside of 6 months, which is not heard of, especially in a small startup staffing company with no capital resources behind you. We had 7 employees. We had our first office. It wasn't a big office. It wasn't glamorous, but again, we weren't really concerned with the look of the office. We were concerned with offering good service, and that's what really defined us in the early days and what continues to define us today. We've certainly won a lot of awards along the way. We've achieved successes in the staffing industry that are unparalleled. We, at a very early stage, won the best staffing service to do business with at an infancy stage, really. And we were passing competitors that have been in the market for 20, 30, 40 years. And we continued with that emphasis on growth and achievement. We became the fastest growing staffing firm ever to hit the Canadian market in the shortest amount of time. Certainly our largest competitive advantage is our people. We have people that culminate to over 250 years of industry experience sitting in-house within PeopleStore. So what that bridges is the gap of expertise, knowledge, and different scenarios. What that represents is a solution to almost any staffing problem out there. Well, there are 3. There's honesty, integrity, and work ethic. Those are our core values. If you have an honest way of doing business, a level of integrity that's second to none, and the work ethic that, of course, can back them up, then you're successful, and that's what we live by. Our measurement tool is PCAP. PCAP stands for PeopleStore Quality Assurance Program. Essentially what PCAP is an A to Z approach, ensuring that we deliver the quality and quantity in terms of results to both our clients and our candidates. It wasn't long ago that Rogers Television approached us along with Family Services of Peel and asked us to be a lead sponsor in a program called Design Hope Peel. What Design Hope Peel is a community initiative. It's a volunteer program. It brings together artists and community project leaders within any facet of the art industry. And what they do is they create one-of-a-kind sculptures, paintings, things of that nature. And what they do is they auction it off with having all proceeds going to Family Services of Peel. Do we like to give things away to kind of inspire people to stay here? Well, yeah, right? We want people to be here because that's the base of our business. That's our knowledge base. So we don't want our top talent to go anywhere. So we reward them with monetary items such as that. Or we take them on weekend getaways, or we take them away for a week every year to let their hair down. We call it President's Club. President's Club, weekend getaways, week-long getaways, fully paid health benefits, gym memberships, paid education, Tiffany bracelet and necklaces for ladies, Burke cufflinks, and watches for men. The first time we were recognized as being Canada's fastest growing staffing company, it was a jubilee. It was a level of excitement that myself personally, as well as the company, shared all at once. I remember taking a minute before I went out and I addressed the entire company, and I felt this moment of pride, right? Something that started from very humble beginnings, with the help of everybody, culminated to this pinnacle, which was, in some sense, we've arrived as the best staffing service, the fastest growing staffing service, the #1 staffing service. So I had this little moment of, I've done well for myself, I've done well for the people that work for me, I've done well for our clients and for our candidates. So it brings me back to why we founded the company, why I started.